So, what's the one thing that separates the truly successful from everybody else? It all comes down to self discipline. In this explainer, we are unlocking 5 powerful secrets from the personal development legend himself, Brian Tracy, to help you build the one habit that underpins all success.
And this quote it gets right to the heart of it, doesn't it? Self-discipline isn't about punishing yourself. It's about power. It is the engine that actually turns your dreams into real accomplishments, giving you that push to act even when you really don't feel like it. It's the master key to making things happen.
And who are we learning from today? The one and only Brian Tracy. I mean, this guy is an absolute icon in the world of personal development. He's an author and a speaker whose work has helped millions of people completely change their lives. And look, this isn't just some abstract theory. With a net worth of around $15 million, Brian Tracy is the living proof that these principles get you real, tangible results. He doesn't just talk the talk, he walks the walk.
All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with why this is so important. Then we'll dive into 5 super practical secrets: logging your time, finding a partner, removing temptations, knowing your why, and of course, the famous eat that frog method. Let's do this.
Okay, first things first, let's bust a huge myth. Self-discipline is not something you're born with. Not at all. It's a skill. Think of it like a muscle. You can practice it, you can strengthen it, and you can build it up every single day until it just becomes an automatic part of who you are.
So, what's secret number 1? Well, it's all about using these small, consistent actions to build some serious, unstoppable momentum towards your biggest goals. Do you ever catch yourself saying, I just don't have the time? We all do, right? Brian Tracy's solution here is just brilliantly simple. Lock it in. Just commit to 15 minutes a day, focused only on your most important goal. That's it. Treat it like it's a meeting with your CEO, an absolutely unbreakable appointment with yourself. And this is where the magic happens. It's the power of compounding. Those 15 minutes, yeah, they might not feel like a big deal on any given day, but just do the math. That turns into 7.5 hours of focused work every single month. And over a year, that's a whopping 90 hours. This is how tiny habits create giant leaps forward. All right, secret number 2. This one taps into a really powerful piece of our psychology. We absolutely hate letting other people down. I mean, think about it. When you keep a goal totally to yourself, it is so easy to just quietly quit when things get hard. No one knows, right? So there's no shame. But the second you share that goal with a partner, a friend, a mentor, anyone, you've just created a social contract. You don't want to be the one who has to tell them you gave up. And that accountability, that can be the single difference between quitting and succeeding. Secret number 3 is all about working smarter, not harder. It's about setting up your environment so that being disciplined is actually the default easy choice. You're basically rigging the game in your favor. Okay, here's a classic example. Let's say your goal is to get healthier, but you've had a long, stressful day, you open up the fridge, and it's just staring back at you. Soda, cake, all the junk. You're basically setting a trap for your future tired self. It's a willpower nightmare. The solution is so simple, it's almost funny. Don't rely on willpower. That stuff runs out. Just make the bad choice impossible. Get the junk food out of the house, because if it's not there, you can't eat it. Boom. Discipline becomes automatic. And hey, this same idea works perfectly with your finances. Your goal is to save more money, but that extra cash just sitting there in your checking account, it feels like it's just begging to be spent on that thing you just saw online. It's a huge temptation. So, you engineer your financial environment. The second you get paid, before you can even think about it, move the money you want to save into a totally separate savings account. Make it harder to get to. Out of sight, out of mind. You've just removed the temptation to spend it. Now for secret number 4, and honestly, this one is the fuel for everything else we've talked about. This is about finding the real emotional core of your discipline by connecting every single thing you do to a deep, powerful purpose. You know, the most disciplined people in the world are constantly asking themselves this one simple question: why am I doing this? It acts like this amazing filter. It forces you to pour your precious energy into what truly matters and just ignore all the noise and distractions. So how do you actually do this? You make it visceral. You spend time, real time, vividly imagining what it will feel like to achieve your goal, the pride, the freedom, the joy. And then you contrast that with the sharp pain of giving up, the regret. That huge emotional gap between those two feelings, that's the rocket fuel for your discipline. And now for our final secret. This is maybe Brian Tracy's most famous productivity hack of all time. It is an absolute game changer. So, what on earth is the frog? Well, the frog is just a metaphor. It's your biggest, most important, and often your most difficult task of the day. You know the one. It's the thing you're most likely to procrastinate on, but it's also the one thing that will have the biggest positive impact on your results. The process is just beautiful in its simplicity. Step 1, before you start your day, identify your number one most important task. That's your frog. Step 2, you eat it. You do it first thing in the morning before anything else can distract you. Once you've gotten that done, you create this incredible wave of momentum. Every other task for the rest of the day just feels easier by comparison.
So let's wrap this up. Here's your new self-discipline toolkit. Number 1, lock in 15 minutes of focused time every day. 2, find a partner to hold you accountable. 3, engineer your environment and remove those temptations. 4, always, always connect with your deep why. And 5, eat that frog first thing in the morning.
And that really brings us to the most important point. This isn't just about learning something new. It's about doing something new. So the real question I have for you is this. When you wake up tomorrow morning, which frog are you going to eat?